Good salespeople do these four things. This is Aristotle's theory 2,500 years ago. He was probably one of the, well, I don't think he was the first salesman, but he was the first one to put a name to it. First thing, there has to be a problem. Am I right, in sales? If there's not a problem, most people won't want to go with you. And if there's not a problem as a good salesperson, you'll create a problem so that you can give them a promise. We will solve this problem. And then, of course, with anything, we need proof. So people want proof about it. And then, of course, you've got to pay the piper the price. That is sales in a nutshell. So good salespeople do that. Great salespeople understand the two non-negotiable laws of selling. First one is that everybody buys on emotion first, and then they justify with logic second. For those of you who know the personality styles, you've got the driver personality, the amiable, the expressive, and I've left out one, the analytical. And even the most analytical, you know the financial director? He first marks you stuckant, and then he will buy from you. If he doesn't like you, he's not going to buy. Yes, he needs lots of information and stuff, but he first likes you. And you always know when someone doesn't like you because they'll listen to you for the hour, and then they'll say, send me a proposal. Because here's the deal, folks. If you lost a sale, it's because you weren't as liked as your competitor who won the sale. And I don't know about you, but coming second is like kissing your sister. It might be okay in Kentucky bluegrass country, but it's no fun here. You want to be coming first. Okay. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about is how to tap into somebody emotionally, because once you get them emotionally erect, you have to keep them emotionally aroused throughout the sale. And every time you meet them, they've got to have a good experience with you. And if you can give them a good experience, you're going to win them over. But probably more importantly, the most important part of any sale and probably any interaction is as salespeople, we have to make people feel safe, because that's what it's about. Most people will not move their account to your company. Why? Because they're rather the devil they know. And they already know the foibles and some of the mistakes, but they take that into account. If you move somebody's account, you've got to make sure that they feel safe. And remember, caveman brain, all we want to do is feel safe. And if you can make me feel safe, I'll move to you. Just a quick tip. A lot of people call their customers, well, they call them customers. I like to call them clients. And there's a huge difference between a customer and a client. A customer is somebody that buys your products and services. A client is somebody who is under your protection. Now, surely if you see someone who's under your protection, you treat them a lot differently and you keep retaining them. And that's probably the big challenge, is to retain your clients to keep a long-term relationship. You know, it's easy to sell somebody once. It's a bit more difficult to keep them on board for the long term, where you make your